everyone, it's time for today's devotional from Luke, and I'm reading quite a long chapter today, or a long chunk, and I'm reading from Luke chapter 2, verses 41 to 52. You should recognise it. Every year Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the festival of the Passover. When he was 12 years old, they went up to the festival according to the custom. After the festival was over, while his parents were returning home, the boy Jesus stayed behind in Jerusalem, but they were unaware of it. Thinking he was in their company, they travelled on for a day. Then they began looking for him among their relatives and friends. When they did not find him, they went back to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple court, sitting among the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. Everyone who heard him was amazed at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astounded. His mother said to him, "Child, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been anxiously searching for you." "Why were you searching for me?" he asked. "Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?" But they did not understand what he was saying to them. Then he went down to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. But his mother treasured all these things in her heart, and Jesus grew in wisdom and stature and in favour with God and man. So it's a chapter we know quite well. It's the only chapter, the only bit of Bible that tells us anything about Jesus' time between birth and adulthood. So what do we learn about Jesus? Well, we learn that he knows God. We learn that as a 12-year-old, he understood the laws. He understood probably why he was here. But what do we learn about the people around Jesus? Because that's us, really, isn't it? We're not Jesus. We don't need to know what Jesus was doing. We need to know what we're doing because of Jesus. And Mary and Joseph, like any parent, they've lost their child. They're panicked. It's happened to most of us. You think he's with one other. You think he's with the other. You don't know where he is. 3 days they had to look for him. As a parent, that would be traumatizing to lose my child for 3 days. But 3 days, and when they find him, notice what they said to him. They said, "Child, why did you do this to us?" They were looking for Jesus, the child. But Jesus was 12, and Jesus was God, and he wasn't a child anymore. And perhaps for us, we're still looking for the Jesus of our childhood. You know, I work with children, and I fully believe that children can have a great faith and a real faith. But the understanding of the Jesus that the children have is different to the understanding we have as an adult. The relationship that our children have with Jesus is different to the relationship we can have with him as an adult. And sometimes I think we cling on to our relationship that we had with Jesus as a child when he's inviting us into an adult relationship with him. And the other thing that Mary and Joseph do is that they're walking away from the temple. They're walking away from God. And where do they find Jesus? They find him in the temple. They find him with God. And maybe for us, we're walking away from God, and yet we're saying, "Jesus, where are you? Why aren't you with me?" But we're the ones that are walking away. Make sure we're walking towards God, and then we'll find Jesus.